Perfect competition is a market system in which there are a large number of buyers and sellers, all of whom are involved in the purchasing and selling of homogeneous items at the single market price. To put in other way, perfect competition occurs when there is a no direct competition between rivals and they all sell the same item at the same price. Second, I want to talk about definition and product. Standardization establish common methods and stands the must buy all similar goods on the market. This help to cut price by fostering a diverse variety of various resources for buyers, all of which provides somewhat different advantages will still meet a common understanding for what a certain product is supposed to be. This eliminates any ambiguity or mislabeling of individual object, the quality of different source of resources. This ensures that customers are protected from factors and that this company are held accountable for their conduct. Agriculture items such as grain and milk, most mine mineral, and fish are examples of standardized product. The waste buyer has no way to knowing raw product through wash of waste. Furthermore, because the grain are same and the customer is unconcerned.
Number 1. Large number of buyer and seller. In perfect competition, the number of customers and suppliers is high enough that no single person can affect the industry's pricing or production, because it is too little in comparison to the entire market. An individual client cannot affect the price of product. Similarly, a single vendor who is too tiny in comparison to the range of sellers functioning in the market cannot impact production level. Homogeneous product. This competing company provides a uniform product, ensuring that no one has a preference for one supplier over the others. Customers are indifferent to homogeneous items such as salt, wheat, coal, and so on, and will buy them from whoever charges the lowest price. As a result, a price increase will allow the customer to shop around for a better deal. It is free entry and easy. Firms are free to enter or depart the industry under perfect competition. This means that if a company suffers a significant loss as a result of fierce competition in this sector, it is free to quit to the market and commence operation in any other industry it chooses. As a result, seller mobility is unrestricted. Number 4. Perfect knowledge of price and technology. This indicates that both buyer and seller are fully aware of market circumstances, such as product costs and the most up-to-date technologies utilities to manufacture them. As a result, they may buy or sell things from anywhere and at any time. Number 5. No transportation costs. There are no transportation costs. The cost of transporting items from one market to other. This is necessary condition of perfect competition, since a homogeneous product should have the same price across the market. Short-run equilibrium of the firm. The short run is the span of during which a firm output can be varied by modifying the variable elements of product in order to maximize profit or minimize losses. Because no current business may leave and no new firm can enter, the number of firms in the industry is set. Long-run equilibrium of the firm. A business reaches equilibrium in the long run when it adjusts its plans to create output at the least point of its long-run average cost curve. This curve is perpendicular to the demand curve indicated by market price. A company earning a normal in the long run. If a company makes abnormal profit in the near term, industry will attract new companies. As the industry grows, this eventually leads to the decrease in the price of the commodities and a rise in the price of the components. This modification continues until the average cost curve meets the demand curve at a right angle.
Firms under perfect competition are only price takers and they cannot influence the market. There are differences between a firm and an industry. A firm is a single unit producing goods and services. Meanwhile, an industry is a group of firms producing and selling identical goods. In perfect competition, a firm is not large enough to influence the market because there are various different firms selling identical products in the market. Hence, the price is determined by the industry. The equilibrium price is determined at the point where the demand for and the supply of the total industry is equal. The intersection of demand and supply curves gives the equilibrium price of the industry. In figure 1, the quantity demanded and quantity supplied are shown on the x-axis, while the price of goods is shown on the y-axis. Point E is the point where the demand and the supply curves intersect. The equilibrium price is at P and the equilibrium quantity is at Q. This is the price determined by the market. A price taker, a firm under the perfect competition, will take the price of P and sell at a quantity of its choice. As figure 2 shows, at P, the average revenue curve from the firm will be horizontal to the x-axis and the marginal revenue. This means that any quantity of the product sold at the equilibrium price of the market will generate average revenue which is equivalent to the marginal revenue of the firm. Thus, demand curve is perfectly elastic in perfect competition. In summary, perfect competition is a market system with a large number of buyers and sellers. Having enough knowledge about the market circumstances, the market has a free entry and exit for selling homogeneous products excluding the transportational costs. In short run, the company's output can be varied to maximize the profit, but in long run, the company's profit will be normal. The price and the quantity are determined by the market demand and supply. So, a company in perfect competition is a price taker. The bright side of this market is that it maximizes the product efficiency, freedom of action, and consumers' choice. Meanwhile, the disadvantages are higher production costs, social costs, and lack of innovation.